Japanese foods, real or rude? Cream colon.
Cream both.
Real or rude?
Real.
That is real. It's a cream puff.
Sake in hand, we'll mispronounce stuff because we're two gaijins and words are tough.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sake This. My name is Josh, and I'm here with my co-host Justin. How you going, Justin?
Yeah, I'm going as good as Justin can right now.
Well, you're still Justin, though, from what I can tell.
I'm surprisingly always Justin.
If you ever turn up and you're not Justin, but you're still claiming to be, that's going to be pretty strange.
Yeah, that's just out.
Yeah. So if this is your first time listening, we pretty much focus all of our craziness on Japan. We try to find as many weird and wonderful stories as we can from Japan on a weekly basis. And we do have 3 coming at you today. Plus, we've got 2 games to play. And we've also got some reviews of an awful book, in my opinion, that I actually read for the podcast, and I regret it almost as much as starting the podcast itself.
Wow, I don't know anything about this book, so I'm thrilled to hear.
Yeah, so that's coming up right at the end. But we do have 3 news stories all about Japan, Justin, so I'm just going to throw the first one at you, mate.
Good.
Redback spiders cause a massive scare at Japan's Osaka Expo after safety warnings are issued. There was 70 spiders, 70 redbacks. We're the source of all redback.
Yeah, but
Have you ever seen 70 in the same place?
yeah, every shed imaginable, roller door. Yeah, of course, they're everywhere. But who's counting them for one?
Well, I think
To get a tally on them is wild.
I think this warning might be why they counted them, and I think it's probably best that they did, because this is the reporting that officials released a statement saying redback spiders may bite if handled roughly and can be venomous.
Yeah, that is it. I mean, bad warning.
Bad warning.
That's
So I'm hoping that's just a translation error or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a grizzly bear, like a warning for a grizzly bear. It's just don't pat it too hard.
It's just crazy. So I'm actually happy for the people of Osaka that warning was in place, because if you're thinking about fondling and or handling anything that's remotely redbackish, that's not something that I can even conceptualize, because what's the 2 things you learn in Australia as a kid?
Oh,
how to speak and walk, and not to touch redbacks. It's literally 3rd or even 2nd on the list.
yeah, the only thing with a redback you should be touching is a ladybug.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's got 8 legs sticking very far out the sides, just stay away from it.
Yeah. So good on you for the people of Osaka for issuing such a really well-timed warning. And I apologise.
Such a bad warning.
I apologise on behalf of our nation for sending redbacks your way. That's our fault. So, as we talked about in a previous episode. Our second article for the week. Now, this is one I know that everyone's going to get excited about. A Japanese fashion company called Jennyfax has issued a range of panties that can be worn on the head. The tagline for this particular brand is "Intimate apparel to be seen by everyone." So,
okay.
this is not something that's kind of made from panties and reformed into a headpiece or a hat or a beanie or anything like that. It is literally as though you just took a pair of panties and just tied them with a scrunchie, and people are wearing this on their head in public.
Yeah, sick. I need to see a photo of this for it to really, my imagination isn't doing me a good service. Like, why? Yeah, why? But yeah.
It's not flattering panties either. It's more that kind of that old English kind of comedy joke where they'll have a massive pair of, panties on the line drying. And that people are wearing those on
Grandma's
their head.
undies.
Grandma's undies on your head.
Oh, I'm seeing it now. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
And it makes me wonder, when you were in Japan, if you can remember, did you find any of the fashion choices just too out there?
Not really, no. there's obviously some places where that's just what happens, but like, what's it, Harajuku?
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, but that's like the point of them being there, I guess. But anything else is like, yeah, it's fine. You see like you see like the random over the top like cosplay stuff. You would see that in a major city here as well.
Yeah. I guess when I envisage fashion culture in Japan, it's world-leading, futuristic, and regardless of whether it's over the top or highly stylized or even super anime influenced or manga influenced or even traditionally influenced, it's always so precise and within its realm is the best of the realm. Is Japan just putting it out there that the next great wave of international fashion is going to be undies on your head? Because I've seen plenty of drunk dudes just randomly on cricket and football trips that I reckon would have a crack at that. They might take the title.
From an outsider's perspective, it's like there's obviously the huge issue in Japan of the, like on the trains of shots up women's skirts. And now it's like, now they can't do that because all phones have to make camera noise.
Yes.
Like they're legally required to make camera noise. And now it's like, now they've just moved where the panties are located now. It's like, we can't take underskirt shots. So now it's like,
we're going to take overheads.
Yeah, we'll just, hey, who wants to take a selfie with me?
Yeah, just turn around.
Just turn around.
It's funny. The only time I can think of in my life that I can see a Japanese person finding this useful was I went to watch a tennis player named Kai Nishikori, who was one of my favorite tennis players. And it was 40-ish degrees in general at the Australian Open, so it was probably 45 on court. And I'm probably going to get the terminology wrong, but there was hundreds of fans there in kabuki makeup. So they had white and black makeup on. Yep. And it was so hot that it was running off them like water, but it was staining all of their clothes. If they had some head undies, just to catch that, they wouldn't have been getting that shit in their eyes.
Yeah, especially granny's undies. Like some lingerie, not. But granny's undies are getting a lot.
So if you've got a kabuki issue, get some granny undies. So our final article for the week is, and this one I had to do some research into because it just sounds too stupid. A policewoman forgets her gun in a restroom, which is the continuation of an odd trend in Japan. This is happening regularly, that police officers are leaving their firearms unattended and or behind in public restrooms.
Yes. What are they doing in the restroom?
I don't know, but there's that classic scene, I think it might be in the show The Rookie, where one of the really inexperienced police officers goes to the toilet and she puts her belt actually over the door because there's nowhere to hang it, and her commanding officer steals it and takes it, including her gun.
Yep.
And I think that's why, obviously, it should never be even taken off if it can be avoided in that situation so people can't steal it or pull it out from under the toilet. But this was a simple case of it got put down outside of the toilet from what I can gather. And when the police officer put the belt back on, the gun had fallen out of the holster and was just sitting basically on the bench.
Yeah, right, yeah.
The saving grace, though, in this particular case, Justin, was that it happened in a police station.
Oh, well then.
So she didn't lose her job. She was reprimanded, obviously. But this was the quote. I wanted to go to the bathroom, so I was flustered.
Going to the toilet flustered. Yeah, cool. Whatever. Yeah, but like, if you're going to lose it, losing it in a police station, probably the best place to lose it. Like, I barely even understand the big issue there.
I agree, but from what I can gather, they're so beautiful and polite and nice. I'm assuming there's some free range going on at these police stations, that there could be some criminals just walking the building.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. That's odd to me because it's like, why? Sorry, I think the odd part is that it's made any sort of news headline. That's the hard part for me to grasp, because here, like, I'm sure our cops lose their gun in the place, like everywhere.
Yes.
it's just never going to get to the news headlines. But this one has, and
I think because obviously, as the article stated, it's an ongoing issue
yeah.
to the point where one of the prefectures has issued basically a command to all of the particular stations under their...
Yeah, so they've just gone and found a case and then gone and asked them questions and whatnot. That's what, it's not like they've gone, she's dropped a gun somewhere and they've gone, we've got to tell the news.
Yeah.
we've got to dob this.
They didn't ring a journalist. She dropped it in the toilet.
And this is ongoing.
This is an ongoing
It's the same person all the time.
Yeah, how's she keeping her job?
Yeah.
So the story concluded with 2 rules are being put in place for all police officers when they go to the toilet. And why this is in the same kind of ruling is obviously showing that there's another issue they want to take care of at the same time.
Yeah, go hit it. I want to hear this.
All employees must wash their hands. So that's obviously a problem. And take their guns with them before returning to work.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so that's great.
Yeah. But like that now it feels like you're missing a lot of rules.
Yeah.
Like the washing the hair, like that should just be, that doesn't need a rule with the other rule. And then you're missing like, hey, flush the toilet. That's probably should be a rule now.
Yeah.
If you're having to tell people to wash their hands, maybe flush the toilet needs to be added to the rules.
I think you're right. I think they're missing a rule. The flip side of that is it seems like the washing the hands bit is causal to them forgetting the gun bit.
Could be.
So before we move on, if you were a Japanese citizen, would you feel more safe?
Which I, of course, am. Yeah.
Yes. Would you feel safer knowing the person you were calling to help you, the police officer, had unwashed hands, but they knew where their gun was, or they turned up clean and hygienic, but had no idea where it was?
Yeah, I'm big into hygiene.
Yeah,
so.
I know. That's why I wanted to ask you, because I know what I
I'm
would
big into
prefer.
hygiene and clean hands, please.
Yeah, unless you're going to help me put in a contact lens, I'd rather you knew where your gun was.
Because if they came with unwashed hands and a gun, just use that on me instead.
I just figure if they've got the gun, I'm not calling them out about their hands. So that's really where I'm leaning.
Yeah, I'm still calling them out.
Yeah,
for sure.
you would. So we'll move on to this week's game of Guesstimation Japan. So we've actually got 2 this week, Justin, 2 games of 5. So the first one is just a throwback to how we opened the episode. So Japanese foods, real or rude. So are these real things or are they just rude things?
Rude as in you made them up to be rude.
Rude as in potentially they're rude, or there might even be some rude-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've thrown maybe a curveball in this week that you can go half-half.
Okay, yeah, cool.
So the first one for this week, soup for sluts.
Oh, I hope that's real.
That is definitely real.
That is real. Oh, that is.
That is the number one result when you look up weird brand names in Japan. It comes up everywhere.
I was going to make a bad joke and I'm not going to.
No, you should.
No.
You can't leave it sitting on soup for sluts.
No, I literally can't. I can't.
Okay.
But I will say a variation of the joke I was going to say, and soup for sluts, that's just me eating any type of soup.
Correct. So the next one, discharged noodles.
Hopefully rude.
That's rude.
Okay.
That's definitely rude.
By rude, you mean it doesn't exist?
But yeah, it does.
Okay.
It's really just because
the other one is rude. It sounds like they're all going to be rude.
They are all
One's
rude.
just made up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
God.
just,
Soup for sluts. Yeah, maybe that's not rude.
I don't know. I just think that
If I seen soup for sluts, I'm not going to think it's rude.
I think we're just in an era of self-actualized sluttiness, and I'm actually proud of people that go for it. So good on you,
Yeah.
Japan. So discharge noodles, definitely a rude one. So next one, Diet Butcher Slim Skin. Diet Butcher Slim Skin.
Oh, I'm going to say rude.
So this is actually our third option. We've never had one of these. This is kind of rude
Okay.
because it's not actually a food, but it is the name of a clothing brand in Japan. That's a real brand.
Go. What's the name again?
It's Diet Butcher Slim Skin.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like it's a lot better as not a food.
I would like to hear you explain that.
Oh, it's just the clothing line. Yeah, you go wild, and I'm sure that's detail into what it actually is. Yeah, like I'm sure that's like they use skinny
Leathers. And,
or something like.
or the person's
or they
just
could
in
be
really
doing
good
skinny
shape.
jeans, like
yeah.
it's
Yeah, it actually, I looked one of the jackets up. It does look really good. So Diet Butcher Slim Skin, kind of rude. Kind of not. Kind of real. So next one, Horn. Just Horn. Horn.
Well, that's got to be real.
That is real.
Like it has to be.
That is a cream-covered chocolate snack. It's quite popular, apparently.
Horn.
The Horn. And the last one, Toss Burger, which stands for the Tiger Ocean Salty Sex Burger. Tiger Ocean Salty Sex Burger, the Toss Burger. Is that real or rude?
Well, it sounds real.
It is rude. I made that one up.
Oh, you made that up. I
That
said real.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That one I made up. So, but there is a burger named a Moss Burger, which is actually pretty. That's Mountain, Ocean, and Sun Burger.
Yeah.
That is these.
That sounds ruder than the other one.
Yeah, that's. I felt that when I first read it, but I'm just thinking. I just think I need to make it a little bit more just blunt if it's going to be rude. Yeah. There's something
Make
about
it a bit more horn.
Yeah, a bit more horn in there. You got to have a lot of horn, a lot of chocolate. And just to confirm, the one we opened to the episode with today, cream colon is a real cream puff.
Yeah.
Just so we know. So I wanted to move on and play another little game. And this one we're going to have to move through a little bit quicker because there's a bit of information in this one. So we won't dwell too much on these. But this is Guesstimation Japan, the translation game. So I'm just going to butcher these, but tell you what they translate to. So Nikkei Nikkoban, the literal translation is gold coins to a cat. What do you think giving gold coins to a cat means in English?
Oh, it'd be some type of luck thing, is it not?
So gold coins to a cat is the same as, have you ever heard the expression pearls before swine in English?
Oh, yeah.
So it's giving something to someone who doesn't value it.
Yeah.
But I just love
Yeah.
gold coins to a cat, and I'm going to say that flat out.
Yeah, mate, yeah.
And next,
It does sound better than pearls to a swine, in my opinion.
yeah.
But yes, pearls to a swine definitely makes more sense up front.
So our next one for today, Sakana ni suru. So the literal translation is make it a fish.
Make it a fish.
Make it a fish. So this has got to do with holding a dinner party.
Yep.
So it's to use something as an appetizer or snack while drinking. So if it's something that is bigger, just say you've got a chicken, someone in Japan might say make it a fish.
Yeah.
Or make it fish, which is chop it up into fish-size edible pieces.
Yeah.
So that one I'm never using. So that one you might be able to use that one.
I want to use it. Even like I'm going to use it at like a kid's birthday party. Be like, oh, how like should we cut up the cake? Like, yeah, make it a fish.
Make it a fish. That's actually good.
The problem is that it sounds like make it official.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm going to make sure I hit the fish hard. Make it a fish, like a salmon, probably.
Yes.
Like,
I think you probably do have to throw out the type of fish, definitely. So our next one is hara hichibu, which the literal translation of is stomach 8 parts out of 10. So it's got to do with eating. Your stomach's 8 parts out of 10.
oh, like nearly full.
Nearly full.
Yeah.
So it's an expression in Japan that you eat until you're 80% full.
Yeah.
So stomach is 8 parts out of 10. This
like they tend to eat until they're 80% full.
I think it's.
Is that the saying? Just saying like, oh, I'm nearly done.
I think people say it to each other as an encouragement not to overeat. So I need you to say that to me every single day via message at the moment, just so I can get my.
I eat 120% every time.
Yeah, but you're playing about 300% more pickleball than a normal human. So we've got just one more of these for today in our translation game. Ishi no uni mo sanin. I'm going to put these in the show notes, so I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but the literal translation for that is 3 years on a stone. So this is to do with work.
Yeah.
3 years on a stone. What do you think that means?
Oh, like as in perfecting your craftsmanship almost.
It suggests that if you sit on a cold stone for 3 years, it eventually warms up. So it's about persistence.
Oh, yeah.
So you're right. You're basically right.
No, I'm not right.
Well,
my intentions behind it are different to what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I meant like, the meaning of it, just work on something.
Yeah. So perseverance pays off is
Yeah.
what we would say in English. So I don't know whether I'll be throwing 3 years on a stone out there, but I think I like that one. That one I like the idea of. Because have you noticed, just before we move on to talk about this book, which is a friggin' horrible self-development book, Japanese people and their culture and their writing, their literature, they can say things that in the Western canon would be seen as just super lame and self-development garbage. They just say it so much better.
Yeah, maybe. I'm going to push back a little bit and say you're not seeing the garbage.
Correct. I'm filtering for good.
You
Yeah, you
If
are
it's
right,
making it its way to us, it's because it's actually good.
Yeah.
And like a Japanese person's not reading Mark from down the road's Facebook, messages type of thing. Like it's,
I envy that Japanese person.
you get what I mean? It's like,
Yes.
we see all the bottom of the barrel stuff where
You're right.
their stuff is handpicked.
Yeah, you are correct. And to the point where you're so right that I reject everything that's bad that comes from Japan to the point where I have a roasting review section on our podcast. So this week's roasting reviews is about a book called Happy Money by Ken Honda, who's one of the biggest non-fiction authors in Japan. And the full title of the book is Happy Money, The Japanese Art of Making Peace with Your Money. So just for a bit of context, Justin, before we read some reviews quickly for the book, I just wanted to tell you some of the key points that this book is known for, just so you've got context.
Yeah.
So feel free to tell me what you think about these. These are the three big ones. Money is happy when circulated with gratitude, generosity, and love, and unhappy when handled with anger, fear, and despair. So the money that in my wallet is more like a dust cloud. So I don't know whether my money's happy or unhappy, but do you have a feeling for your money when you pay for something, when you handle cash particularly? Do you get a sense that you've got happy money or unhappy money?
I get the point, but yeah. No, I don't. I don't care about the money. I don't care about what the money thinks, if it's unhappy or not.
So you're not
It's
anthropomorphizing your
I'm
money.
unhappy or, yeah.
Yeah. You're happy when it comes in, unhappy when it goes out.
Yeah.
So the contention of this book is that the way the universe works is that that's the wrong perspective in terms of the way energy flows.
Okay.
It's that if you're a happy person and you work hard, that flows into the money and that money spreads generosity to other people. So it's pretty woo-woo. So the next big thing is that you shouldn't hoard money. Don't hoard money out of fear. It should circulate freely to serve its purpose. And in Ken Honda's purpose, that would be me buying his fucking book off Audible.
Yeah, but it's that one's a good one. People shouldn't hoard money. Like, there's a difference between saving money and just hoarding it. Yeah,
I certainly agree with that. Yeah. Hoarding money beyond your needs and any potential needs you'll ever have.
For fear, yeah.
But this whole book is very much every single thing is just some reference to a client that he's worked with in the past. It's about how he's helped them and how much value they got out of it. So the money is definitely serving a purpose and flowing and circulating the right way for Ken.
Yep.
And the last one, before we dig into these reviews quickly, money is deeply tied to your childhood emotions and beliefs, which influence how you earn, spend, and save. Well, once again, I bring back the dust cloud. The lack of any money existing in my wallet means I had zero beliefs. I remember having some beliefs as a kid. Like, I don't know if they were right or wrong, but I remember having some.
I don't even know if I had beliefs, to be honest.
So we'll just move on to these reviews now. Once again, if you want to check out this book, if you want to read it, and we can start a club.
I was going to say, if you want to start reading it, don't.
Don't. But if you do, we can start a club. So, Happy Money, the Japanese art of making peace with your money. And I'll take the first review, Justin, and I'll pass maybe the rest over to you if you like. So we have a 1-star review here from Britta on Goodreads. Maybe my favourite 1-star review we've done, just for the poison that this spreads. Fortunately, this time I had the courage to leave the book without cherishing deeper expectations. Now, have you ever heard a more elegant F you, your book sucks?
Without cherishing deeper expectations they've thought about that and it's good. It's so good.
You know how we quite often say that just make it a 5-star if you're going to be a dick.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful one. That can't not be 1 star. It has to be 1.
Yeah.
With those last 3 words.
The next one, it's a 1-star review. Feel like it would be better as a 5-star review. And because it says, read it while experiencing excruciating shoulder pain. Reading this shit was somehow more painful. That's a good 5-star review. Yeah. A 1-star review, it's okay. It's like you've done your job.
Yeah.
Timo on Goodreads.
Timo, not bad word economy and good phraseology though.
Yeah.
It's almost like he might have stolen someone's joke there.
It's a very you see that type of joke on Reddit often.
Yeah.
I've got something wrong and this is Yeah. You've got a 3 stars from Rodolfo. Hippie stuff. Could Tony be a hippie? 3 stars. That is great. That is a great 3-star review because is Tony a hippie?
I want to point out, I didn't doctor that review. I didn't cut part of it.
Yeah, so it starts off with just hippie stuff. Could Tony be a hippie?
Could Tony be a hippie? I couldn't work out who Tony was.
Oh, okay. You've read the book and
there's no Tony in the book.
Oh, okay.
All the characters besides Ken are traditional Japanese people. And he didn't westernize any of the names to Tony from what I can remember. The other thing was I went 4 or 5 comments up and also, over to the next page up again over the course of maybe what was 6 or 8 months of reviews to try and work out who Tony was. Because the way Goodreads works is you can't reply directly to a person or tag them. If you're talking about someone else's review, you've got to comment directly on it.
Yeah.
And then your review doesn't show.
Yeah.
But I just love that. Could Tony be a hippie?
Yeah.
It's just a completely irrelevant statement. But I love
also, yes.
I love how it's a 3-star.
Yeah, it's a good 3-star.
Yeah.
That's what you want in a 3-star.
Yeah.
And we've got another 3-star, and it's from Danny, and they say, what do you mean? If you matter, then you will get more money because matter is energy. ? So they've just, I agree. I haven't read the book, but I agree with that statement.
So the whole book is matter and energy.
Yep.
If you matter, then you will get more money because matter is energy ? That's something that the author Ken repeats in some way or another probably 100 times in the book.
Yeah, right.
It just keeps recycling that one idea. And sometimes, on occasion, it mustn't have been edited quite as strongly in certain sections because he gets the causal directionality backwards. So he flips it for 1 or 2 sentences where it's going the opposite way, the energy, to what he's been talking about before that.
Yep.
And I love that. And what I like even more is that I've left out any 4 and 5-star reviews for us today.
I noticed.
Because I'm not giving those fucking idiots the slightest bit of airtime on this podcast. If you think that this book got a 4 or 5, I read hundreds of these. Because they were all short. They were all, this is the best book ever, essentially, was the review.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I've noticed with a lot of self-development stuff, and I was wondering if this applied to Japan as well, all of the positive reviews are clumped up to week of release. Thousands of reviews of the big books and hundreds for this particular book, all very much within that first month of when it came out. And then the truth from then on.
I wonder if it's a lot of people that just didn't read it.
I would say so. I mean, if you heard the title and you thought the point of reviewing books was to rate the title, if you thought you were on a title rating review site, because I don't know what Goodreads looks like when it's in Japan. Maybe that's what people think it is. You go there and you see that pithy little statement, The Japanese Art of Making Peace with Your Money.
Oh, it's a good title.
Yeah. And you remembered making some piece of art with your mum out of coins as a child. And you're like, oh, yeah, that was really great. That's 5 stars.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe you remember just making that piece of art with Tony. Maybe that's the connection.
The hippie.
The hippie. So no 4, no 5 stars. Please, guys, don't read it. I only did it because I thought that it was a connection between a bunch of shit that I've read in the past and Japan. But this is worse than any English self-development book ever, except for The Secret. I never finished The Secret. I read about 1 chapter. That was the worst. This is the second worst book I've ever read. So thank you for letting me get that out. If you do read it, let's start a club. Thank you to everyone who's listened to the podcast.
Sorry, you start a club. It's like a fight club where you just, the number, like the first rule is you don't talk about the book.
You don't talk. You just talk about Tony.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone who's listened to the podcast recently. We've had some great feedback from a couple of people that have binged every episode that's out so far. That's really awesome. You can get the show at sakethis.com. From my American friends, yes, sake and the word sake do look the same. They're spelt the same. You don't need to overthink that. Just sakethis.com. We'll get you to the website. You can listen to it there. Leave us a review on Apple and Spotify, wherever you're listening to this. At some point, we might even have something up on YouTube, so let us know if you want us to do that. And yeah, thank you, Justin. And I'm that close to booking my trip to Japan.
Oh, exciting.
It's happening. So I'll actually have something real to talk about on that particular front.
Yeah, it's just going to be us discussing your itinerary.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully not.
My itinerary after today.
Itinerary. What's your tone?
Okay, mate. Well, thank you and see you later.
Thank you. See us.